beautiful building. If you stand back, you can really see how splendid the Majestic Theatre really is. What kind of style is it built in?
It's an Art Deco style.
Oh, wow, I love
It's actually typical Art Deco. If you look at the symmetry of the facade and the three windows and straight parallel lines, all features of Art Deco. And it was designed in 1925 by a Nottingham designer, Alfred Thraves. Now, he apparently designed other theatres, and there's one in Nottingham and one in Skegness, for instance, but this is the only one that's still being used as a theatre.
Really? So it's still a working theatre?
Yes, yeah. I mean, it has been other things in its time. It was a bingo hall at one time. It was a cinema at one time. But it was saved by some friends who formed a trust in 1996.
Gosh, so it's all run by volunteers?
Yes,
then?
it is run by volunteers, yes.
So a working theatre, a beautiful Art Deco working theatre run by volunteers in the centre of Retford, aren't we lucky?
And above the entrance there are two little panels. I don't know whether you've noticed those. They've got faces on.
Oh, right.
And there are two female and two male on each one, and they represent comedy and tragedy, the sort of things that you would find in a theatre.
Wow. Oh yes, you can see there's 8 little figures.
That's right, just above the entrance. I think when it was original, there was a glass canopy. Can you see the little marks along the wall underneath the other?
Oh, where those lights are?
No, a bit lower, below the masks and the picture of the curtains. There's like little marks all along the wall, and that was a glass canopy apparently where people queued before they came into the theatre.
Wow, how fabulous. I love the windows as well.
Yes,
and
the little arches over the tops.
Yeah,
and the brickwork.
It's a really beautiful building.
It is. And the proscenium arch has got lovely ornate plasterwork around it and a shield at the top. And it's just a pleasure to sit there before the shows. And also the big mermaids. There are some really big life-size mermaids all along the top of the auditorium, looking down onto the audience. So it's a very interesting space inside. I think there are stained glass windows on the way up the stairs, and these little toilets and little places up here. They all have sort of a quaint feel to them, shall we say? Yes.
Retford is very quaint in lots of ways.
It's very
homely.
homely.
Makes it so lovely.
It does, yes. They also support an orchestra. I don't know whether many people know. It's fairly new. The NMTO, Northern Musical Theatre Orchestra, and musicians from far and wide volunteer in that and practice throughout the year. And it's run by a musical director who actually directs stage shows in London. And he was a local person who lived at Worksop originally, so I think he came through the youth theatre part of the Majestic. So it's still supported very well by the community, but also it supports in its turn, which is really lovely.
Let's just hope, fingers crossed, when we get through COVID and Corona, that we can all
it will be lovely.
And get some shows back on and come and see them.
Yes.
That'll be lovely, won't it?
Yes. Yeah.